we're going to do a fun little painting together, and we are going to talk about art this week. So for our art theme, we've got lots of different inspirations in your work for the week. And I thought it would be fun to think about art and art history and different kinds of art from around the world and through different time periods. So you might see some examples coming up on the screen behind me there. I also thought that I would set you an extra art challenge for this week. I want you to find a piece of art that you really like. It could be a painting, it could be a sculpture, anything that you think is really, really inspirational and exciting. And I would like you to find a way to recreate it. So you could paint it, you could make a model, you could use your toys to set up a scene to make it look like a painting. The choice is yours. I'm going to show you a couple of examples at the end of this video assembly. So one of the things that is brilliant about art is that it can be completely different for each individual person. So something that you think is really great and exciting, somebody else might not be so interested in, but they might like something else. And that's why art is so brilliant, because no matter what we do, it has a value to somebody else. So it really doesn't matter how brilliant something is in the first try, or if it takes you lots of different tries to get there. That's what art is all about. Now, artists like to work and they like to practice their skills. And that's something that we do all the time at school, isn't it? We like to practice those skills to make them as good as they can be. So that might be using clay or Play-Doh to mould things. It could be your drawing or your painting skills, anything that's creative. Even making films or stop motion animations, that is art too. So if you look back in art history, there are artists that loved to paint outside. There was a whole movement of artists that would go outside to paint because they liked the light from the fresh air. There are also artists who work really, really small, and there are artists that work on a huge, grand scale. The choice is yours. Art is open to everybody, and that is why it is so exciting for me. Now, when I was a little girl, I really wanted to be an artist, and that was something that I was really excited about for a very long time. And I still like doing arty things now. You may have guessed that. And I remember being about your age and watching some TV shows on children's TV where they would make lots of different art projects, and I used to copy those at home. One of those was Blue Peter, but there were lots of others as well. And there was even a funny TV show that I used to watch when I was little, and I found it back on BBC iPlayer over the summer. And it was a man whose name was Bob Ross, and he used to paint these funny little landscape paintings, and it's on TV now, so you can see it if you want to. But I find his approach really interesting because he seems like such a nice, happy person. And I think that is what art can do for all of us, can't it? It can make us feel really happy and joyful. So your challenge this week is to recreate something artistic. You've done things in the past with me at school and for your home learning. You did your fabulous sunflowers. But today is a little bit different. I want you to do something that you decide on. So it might be that you really love paintings, or you might like something that is a bit different. So I love going around an art gallery when we're allowed to and looking at all the different things that inspire me. It could be a painting from hundreds of years ago of a still life with lots of different objects, but on that object there's actually a fly that the artist has painted. I always find that really interesting. It could be that it is something that's been done with a print process. So it could be a screen print or a lino print where someone has made something and then they can make lots and lots of copies of it. It could be that you are really interested in sculptures and you see something and you think, wow, that is really cool. I'd love to have a go myself. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to show you some examples.